Can't make this stuff up. Far left took control of 6 blocks of Seattle, declared it separate from the United States, and the first thing they do is create strict borders to keep specific people out. How long before the statue of Rocky Balboa gets pulled down? He beat up 3 black men and a communist. The United States of America. A country so great that even people who hate it refuse to leave. 20% off now, Ohio. Times are tough, but we're still the greatest damn country in the world. Wait, so liberals who hate AR-15s, borders, and ID laws have taken over 6 square blocks of Seattle and are guarding it with AR-15s and have secure borders requiring identification to get in and out. Got it. Dad, time to break out that 25-piece patio set, Busch Light. I'm having a protest in my backyard. Black Lives Matter. We'll be grilling, drinking, arguing, and having a good time. Bring your own topic that you're pissed off about. We'll talk about liberals. Seattle protesters take over entire neighborhood after police vacate. First thing they do is build a wall. Moon's out, poon's out. 20% off now. Trump. Keep America great. 2020. Just because I disagree with you does not mean that I hate you. We need to relearn that in our society. Happy birthday, Army. Blow out the candles. Putting boots to asses since 1775. Watch out. If you're not proud to be American, go back to Euroland. Happy birthday to the greatest damn flag in the world. Happy Flag Day to the greatest damn flag of the greatest damn country in the world. Happy birthday to the stars and stripes and those who defend them. U.S. Army, June 14th, 1775. American flag, June 14th, 1777. Today is Trump's birthday. Happy birthday, Donald. The Army's birthday. The Army was actually established on day. And the flag's birthday. And Flag Day, I guess we can call it. The flag was actually established on this day in history, too. Liberals don't know whether they should protest military discounts. Military shouldn't get them free, I guess, is what they think they should be protesting. And burn American flags outside Chick-fil-A or not. You know, maybe a little riot, throw stuff, burn the flags. Or just hide in their safe spaces all day. If my flag offends you, I'll help you pack. 20% off now. Trump, keep America great 2020. Our country needs more of this right now. Oh. sheep.
So food for thought. This one's for all my idiots out in Seattle right now with your little autonomous section. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Just thought I'd give you something to review. Maybe y'all don't know what the word autonomous means. Basically, it is a section or region that decides that it wants to govern itself and control its own affairs. So y'all have blatantly stated that you do not want to be underneath U.S. government. Does this mean that you are also revoking your American citizenship since you've deemed yourself an independent entity? If that is the case, that means you're no longer covered by the Constitution. And as that independent entity separate from the United States, you're now considered foreign power. That is claiming American soil, which is an act of war. Just thought I'd let you know. So technically, if Trump wanted to use military forces against you, he would be in his parameters to do so. But I think y'all got it figured out after the whole starving after 48 hours thing. You clearly have this handled.
Seems legit. Leftists deface statue of abolitionist Matthias Baldwin, who founded School for Black Children and paid teachers out of his own pocket. Source, National Review, June 11, 2020. Are we the only country stupid enough to start a second civil war because we are offended by the first one? Be careful what you wish for. I see you voted to defund the police. Your 911 call is being routed to the Department of Peace and Unicorns. They will call you back in 3 to 5 business days. People can protest for 12 hours. Justice for George. Justice for George. But can't work for 8. The USA, a country so great, that even people who hate it, refuse to leave. 20% off now, Michigan. In the barracks, you'll have a black friend dancing cha-cha to Bad Bunny because your Puerto Rican friend is DJ. Your Indian buddy is making naan for the country boy who never heard of it. Your Russian friend is admitting that whiskey isn't so bad, and your other buddy is trying to teach you a game he grew up playing in Vietnam. And we're all confused about why idiots are racist. Must watch.
Hello everyone, this is a video about Black Lives Matter. Just thought you might enjoy it. I'm on the Black Lives Matter website, and hey, let's say I want to donate some money. So I'm going to click on donate. Alright, brings me to this screen. What does that say in the URL? Act Blue? What is Act Blue? Well, I searched Act Blue up, and it's just, talking about their mission, whatever, just a weird company. So what I did was I pulled up what they're spending their money on. I pulled up their expenditure report. So when you donate money to Black Lives Matter, you're actually donating to Act Blue. This expenditure report shows you what that money is spent on. Let's see here. For 2020, Bernie, 2020, Biden for president, Elizabeth Warren. Okay, so it's the Democratic Party. So you're donating to Black Lives Matter, which is supporting the Democratic Party so they can win the election. Why do you think CNN wants you to riot? It's not about racism. It's about Democrats winning the election. Open your eyes.
People are burning Atlanta to the ground while chanting, "Fuck Donald Trump," in a city with a Democrat mayor, a Democrat city council, and a Democrat police chief. Atlanta hasn't had a Republican mayor since 1879. Tell me again what Donald Trump has to do with this. The Minnesota Freedom Fund has raised $35 million to bail out protesters. Thank you for your money. But has only spent $200,000. Here's our payment. That is only 0.57%. A very small amount. That's not even 1%, okay? And Black Lives Matter donations go to Act Blue. Act Blue is an extremely large Democratic organization. It is a non-profit. They give their money to the Democratic group that donates directly to Democratic. Moon's out, poon's out. 20% off now. Trump, keep America great 2020. Tough times make tougher people. Salter. Baron. For everybody who checked up on me, I really appreciate the love. I'm doing good. I just would like to dress things up a little. The police didn't beat me, y'all. I tried to run, but I don't know where they get this Usain Bolt officer from, but he's faster than a motherfucker. Anyway, long story short, he tased me while I was running and fell and slid like Derek Jeter going to home plate. They was all cool as fuck to me. Though, they treated me with respect also. And I respect all the officers out there, white or black. They realize I still was human, and I respect that forever. We all together. No bias here, just move along. Rally for Black Trans Lives. Live draws packed crowd to Brooklyn Museum Plaza. President Trump plans to rally his supporters next Saturday for the first time since most of the country was shuttered by the coronavirus, but health experts are questioning that decision. Benjamin Franklin and George Washington. It was never about Confederate monuments, but about destroying America. I can't breathe. Black Lives Matter. That's really all they're worried about. If a bunch of right-wing crazies took control of a city block, actually 6 city blocks, not just one, but 6, and set up an autonomous zone like Antifa did, they set up a wall, they set up a zone in the state of Seattle, they would have been Waco'd by now. Boom, completely destroyed. I don't do this often, at all. But with Atlanta PD walking out, if true, can we send out a prayer not only to them and their families, but to the innocent citizens of Atlanta who support the police and want their protection? It's going to get ugly. Stay safe. Only in 2020. Nancy Pelosi. She presented George Floyd's brother, with a folded American flag that should be reserved for servicemen and women. This is something you earn through service to our country or to your state or community. This is not something we just toss around. This is an extreme insult to all who serve, as military or first responders. My kind of protest. Brisket prices are too high. When a cop shoots someone, it's their fault. They shot him. It's the cop's fault. They were the one who killed him. They shouldn't have done it. But when a criminal shoots someone, it's the gun's fault. We need to ban guns. Welcome to 2020. Where literally everything is so crazy in that left wing's head. Everything. The US of A. A country so great that even people who hate it refuse to leave. 20% off today, Ohio. He's got my vote.
Hi, I'm Sean Parnell, combat veteran and third-generation Pennsylvania native. I'm running for Congress. Here's why. I'm old enough to remember when the House of Representatives functioned as a legislative body, not a Trump derangement syndrome support group. Do you really think Nancy Pelosi has your best interest in mind? She spent a global pandemic impeaching our president, holding up stimulus for unemployed Americans, and eating gourmet ice cream in her mansion. Not cool, Nancy. Not cool. So how does Nancy get away with this? With the help of her socialism squad in the U.S. House. And Nancy Pelosi's biggest supporter is my opponent, Connor Lamb. Connor became Pelosi's little lamb the moment he got to Washington. He voted against the Born Alive Act, for the job-killing Paris Climate Accords. He voted to impeach our president, has an F rating from the NRA. In fact, Lamb votes with Pelosi over 90% of the time. I'm no shepherd, but I can tell you that that's bad. Lamb supports Joe Biden, who wants to put AOC in charge of Pennsylvania's energy jobs. That's like putting Bill Clinton in charge of your intern program. And I promise to never tell you what ethnicity you are based on how you vote.
I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Yikes. I believe we have a duty as Americans to demand better from our elected officials. And duty is something that I know about. You might even say I wrote the book on it. Sure, I got a Purple Heart, 2 Bronze Stars, 1 for Valor. But what I really received in fighting for this country is a deep appreciation for just how damn important our freedom is. Like the freedom to own one of these babies. And I can tell you from experience, these things come in handy when you come face to face with a bad guy. Send me to Washington and I'll grow our economy, protect Pennsylvania's energy industry, cut our taxes, and serve our veterans. Heck, I might even work with our president instead of impeaching him. Wouldn't you like that, Neil? Yep. Neil gets it. Isn't it time Western PA had a leader with some backbone? Do you really want America to become a socialist country? This crazy old socialist was almost the Democrat nominee. Instead of tearing up this administration's accomplishments, let's tear up Pelosi's speakership and put this little lamb out to pasture. I'm Sean Parnell, and that's why I'm running for Congress. So donate $1 today, or heck, donate more than $1, and let's send a lion to Congress and not a lamb.
Cloyd Rivers. It's weird that country fairs are being canceled. I just figure that anyone who isn't afraid to get on a 41-year-old rusty roller coaster that gets torn down and reassembled 6 times a year by a traveling meth head with an Allen wrench, which eating a deep-fried Twinkie wouldn't really give a fuck about coronavirus. After 8 years of service, explosive detective Canine Tirado has officially retired. He was named in honor of Hector Louis Tirado Jr. That's why his name was Tirado, a New York firefighter who died in service on 9/11. The world needs more of this. Antifa mugshots are exactly what you'd expect Antifa mugshots to look like. Y'all remember that summer when all everyone did was walk around and play Pokemon Go? Yeah, that was so much better than this. Summer has been tough. When the moon's out, the poon's out. 20% off now, Trump, Keep America Great 2020. All I'm saying is that the world was fine until y'all started drinking them seltzer beers. Welcome back, summer.
I'm sweaty. Where? What? I'm sweaty. Where at? On my butt crack and my balls and really everywhere.
Oh, butt crack in your balls.
Summer is officially here. And remember, get turned, not burnt. Welcome back, you sexy beast.
Let's have a bitchin' summer, have a bitchin' summer, have a bitchin' summer. Let's have a lot of fun.